Well, coming to us from Memphis, Tennessee is Mr. Brian Cox. Brian is the CEO of a company called SURG Holdings Incorporated. Their stock symbol is SURG. Brian, welcome back to the show.
Hey, Don, thanks for having me back.
Now, we had spoken previously about the company executing a 40,000 location agreement with a projected $1,000 per month revenue per location. Can you give us an update on that?
Sure. Yeah, we've been working on this for about 10 months, and we've got the deal closed. And kind of the nuts and bolts of the deal, to keep it high level and out of the weeds, is we've got a trade organization that's going to bring us into 40,000 stores, and our projected target to be done with that is the end of the year. We're obviously going to scale up on the first couple of months, but we look to get going on that in March. So we got the deal done, and we will be rolling that out. And this will not only be putting our SURG Androids and our SURG phone wireless, and then following up with our SURG Pays Visa card, but also open us up to sell other products to these convenience stores and corner markets.
Well, Brian, speaking of that, what's the latest on the launch of the SURG Pays Reloadable Visa?
Hey, I'm glad you asked. Again, this is something we've worked on almost for a year now. We're done. We're good to go. We're actually working on the implementation rollout. We're working on different strategies for creating the awareness of the card and how to get that card in front of people. And now that we've got, as our numbers are showing, 49 to 51% of the folks out there are subprime credit, and we can offer them the ability, the safety, the security, and the functionality of a credit card that they can go to their local corner market and load and use anywhere that a Visa card can be accepted. We're on the implementation phase now. We're rolling it out. We're ready to go, and it ties in perfectly with our software platform because we can use that to load the card at the convenience store.
You also had mentioned the company would soon be filing an application for a Nasdaq listing.
Yes, on the Nasdaq listing, we are actively putting in the application. We should be on the lookout for the next couple of weeks for an update on that. And what the counsel that I've sought and the folks that we've brought in to help us do that, it was the right move to go ahead and do the application now and work closely with the folks at Nasdaq to check the boxes on the the governance and the diligence and some of the other items that we need to do, basic committees and what have you. But hey, we're moving forward. The infrastructure's been built. We're there. We're ready. And we felt like after looking at New York and NASDAQ that since we're a technology company and the upswing and the trajectory that we're on, that was the right place for us.
I noticed a PR this week wherein the company has named a new president, Anthony Nuzzo. Tell us about him.
Yes, we're really excited about this. And, to bring a guy in that's won multiple awards from Inc. 500 for fastest growing companies, it's a guy that can run with me, that can keep up, that is able to keep up with my scalability, and I don't have to throttle our growth. And it kind of signifies a transition of, as I've talked before, of 2018 building out the human capital and also software infrastructure. Now we're no longer inward looking. Now I can be the full-time CEO of a publicly traded company. I can work on the things that a CEO needs to work on while Anthony presides and manages over the day-to-day operations, which, as you know, we're multi-city, multi-country, and we're coast to coast. So that's a full-time job in and of itself, and couldn't have asked for a better guy, super smart, and we think alike, and to be able to have a guy that I can trust while I go out and I live 6 to 12 months in the future and work on the things that, whether it be vendor relationships, big picture handshakes, or the things that need to be done so that our price per share performance it reflects the revenue that we're going to be bringing in. That'll be my full-time job now. So we're really excited about that. And this does signify the kickoff of our rollout for 2019.
SURG Holdings Incorporated, SURG. Thanks for joining us, Brian. Exciting times at SURG.